it would be easily more than 1 crore. Bug bash is a basically live hacking event. I was able to perform mass account takeovers, and I was able to access everyone's transactions, their wallet balances.
Hey everyone, welcome back to elearningbridge. I hope you guys are doing good and staying safe. So this podcast is going to be dedicated for the aspiring students, entry-level freshers, or whosoever is really interested and really passionate about the cybersecurity domain and hacking as well. Because I feel this is the domain which is so underrated in India, because most of the students, they are really interested into the software development side and very less traction and very less traffic towards this direction. That's why I have invited a really talented full-time bug hunter. His journey is really amazing and inspiring. His achievements are really mind-blowing, and the interesting and most motivating part is that he left his job and now he's earning way more money than the typical job. And I can bet after watching this podcast you will feel so motivated about the cybersecurity and hacking domain. You will get to know the ground reality of it, how much next level money you can make in comparison to the typical software engineering jobs, even if you are not working as a full-time engineer. So that is the beauty of this podcast. So make sure you watch it completely till the very end. And if you feel really motivated after watching this podcast, also give a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel and want me to keep bringing such kind of personalities, such kind of motivating people, then hit the subscribe button and also press the notification icon. And thanks to Crio.Do for sponsoring this video. Crio.Do is a kind of platform which believes on learning by doing. So if you are someone who want to crack really good product-based companies and you are feeling that you are lacking in most demanding technical skills like full stack development, front-end development, back-end development with all the latest tool technologies and real-world projects, then this is the go-to platform for you. So just check the link which is in the description box. There is amazing discount offer for you all. They are majorly focusing on full stack development programs and back-end development related programs. You can see all the important details here, the kind of real-world projects you will be getting to work with and the kind of latest technical skills they are covering. Definitely very extensive program with good mentorship support and doubt resolving sessions, good number of projects and micro skilling exercises. They are also running one another amazing program which is fellowship program in software development, where this point is really amazing placement guarantees. So definitely this is a go-to platform for you. Free trial is available for all the programs. You can definitely check that out, and don't forget to check the link which is in the description, because that can be really helpful for you. When you will click on that link, you will be landed on this home page where you can see one coupon code will be activated for you, and you can use it to get extra 10% off along with good percentage for the scholarship. And these will be the free perks which will still available for you. You can definitely use it for any sort of guidance. So hurry up, check this platform as soon as possible. Alright, so thank you so much, Ankit, for joining this podcast. And I know your journey is quite inspiring, and that's why I have invited you to inspire your fellow juniors and the audience who want to make their career into the ethical hacking, cybersecurity. So it would be great if you can introduce yourself to my audience, your academic background, and what are you doing currently.
So Shank, first of all, thank you for having me on the show. So the thing is, I passed out in 2015. I did my graduation from the BTech Computer Science and Engineering, and throughout the engineering curriculum, the cybersecurity was not specifically a subject. But right from my second year, I guess maybe first year, I got somewhat inclined towards this subject, and I started my own researches and all. So it all started like that only within the BTech. Then within my BTech, I guess in my third year, I had my internship. Afterwards, right from my third year, I started delivering seminars and workshops to different colleges and universities of India, even to the cyber cell affiliates, some IT engineers like that. So this is how it went. Afterwards, I joined my first company in 2016, I guess. Yeah. It was CyberQ. Its name is CyberQ Consulting. So over there, our project involved performing the pen testing and auditing for the governmental organization. So I did the pen testing for Ministry of Home Affairs, MHRD, and Ministry of Finance, and within the 𝗫𝐼C actually, that is the National Informatics Center. So like that it went, and afterwards, then in 2017, I left it. In 2018, I joined another company that was a healthcare organization. So had a good time there. Okay. Then afterwards, in 2020, finally, I made a decision that this is the time that I need to go completely solo and do my own researches. So right now, this is what I am doing: full-time bug hunting, full-time research into the ethical hacking.
Now, next question would be why did you resign from your job? It was a full-time job, everything was stable for you, and then you started working as a full-time bug hunter. When you take this kind of decisions, so definitely there will be concerns from the family, friends. So like, did your family show any kind of concern, or they were fine like with it? Whatever you are doing, that is fine.
So actually what happened, like as I told, I had my first company in 2016. So right from 2016, I started doing the bug bounty as a part-time thing.
Okay.
And right from 2016, my family was able to see that yes, Ankit is getting good amount of money, even doing the part-time stuff that he is doing. So they were already aware of whatever I was doing. So
Okay.
as the time went on, then in 2017-18, my bounty thing was getting improved by year and by days and by months.
Okay.
So they were aware of all the things, and before resigning from my company, I told them obviously that this is my decision. So for them, it was not an issue at all. They've been very supportive, because the fact is that they were already aware that yeah, he is doing something like this and he's getting even more than what he's getting in from his salary.
Okay.
So that been a good part of this entire thing. And secondly, as I said, why I decided to go solo. See, Sashank, the point is, it's good. You got an opportunity. You're working within a firm. That's good. But the point is, you would, at the end of the day, you would be limited within the technologies that the company have. So you'll be performing the pen testing and assessment of those specific technologies only. So beyond, if you want to go somewhere even further, then the things, and the same was getting with me as well. I felt like, yeah, this is where I'm lacking. I want to explore myself, explore my researches even more. So then I decided to go solo. And as far as the salary goes, because obviously for survival, money is important. So I was making good, even more than what I was making from my salary. So I decided, yeah, I should be going for my, full-time bug hunting.
I know based on our first interaction, I know you have achieved so many things in last 4 or 5 years, be it like finding loopholes in different platforms by big companies. So you have done it. So definitely talking about all those achievements would be very time taking. So I would request you to talk about your top 3 achievements, which you think, yep, those 3 were top notch. And like if it was in the field of hacking and cybersecurity. So just talk about that. And how did you get it?
So yeah, it's a tougher one, because I really need to look at everyone, at all those bugs. But I will start with the most recent one. Recently, there was a Okta Bug Bash. Bug Bash is a basically live hacking event. So Okta Bug Bash 2021 that took place. So in June they had on the 𝙁𝙁 platform. I'll come to later what is 𝙁𝙁 and all those things. So on the 𝙁𝙁 platform they had an advertisement or a specification, you can say, that some sort of bug bash is going to take place, and if you're interested, you can just come and apply for it. And there were some eligibility criteria as well based on your past performance on the 𝙁𝙁. So I just went for it. I blindly applied for it. Before this specification, I never been a part of any live hacking event. So this would have been my first time. But the moment I applied, I was completely blind, and I just applied for it. And after 10 days, I came to know that you have been selected. So this specific news itself was something really, it was really cool for me, because I never expected that I could even be a part of some sort of live hacking event. Afterwards, the event started, and at the end of it, it was a global live hacking event. Researchers, ethical hackers, and cybersecurity researchers from all over the planet were there, whosoever got selected in it. And at the end of it, I turned out to be at the second place. So this was really amazing. And along with that, I also won the most interesting bug award. So as a whole, $21,000 I got rewarded. So this was something, because the good part was this was my first ever live hacking event, and I never expected that within my first ever I will be at the second place. So afterwards, if I come, then the second I'll pick would be from the United Airlines. So they have a policy: if you notify them any valid security vulnerability or bug, then they will reward you with miles. And using those miles, you can have free of travel, whether international trip or domestic trips. So I notified them some bugs, and as a whole, I got rewarded with 750,000 miles till now. So I can have the trips free of cost. So that was also something cool, I feel. Then the third, if I have to pick, then I'll go with the Microsoft in 2017, actually. So I found there was a vulnerability which will fall within the class of client-side command injection. So this is something that I found, and I got rewarded with $7,000. So the amount is not why I'm picking this one, because these days if you find any critical vulnerability on many programs, you can get 7,000 or 8,000. But the point I'm picking this one is this was my first ever impactful bug. I started it in 2016, and in December 2016 I found it. In 17 I got paid for it. So this was my first ever impactful bug. That's why. So these are the three if I have to pick.
You already discussed about 3 achievements. So apart from that, like you would have found so many loopholes and bugs in different product of different companies, even big names, some mid-sized companies, or any other organization. Among them, which one was really interesting, really challenging, and severe, and harder to find? If you can talk about that one, that would be a really good insight for the audience.
Okay, so it's a bit difficult. But if I have to pick, then it's not possible to pick one, but a few I'll pick. So the first one I'll say would be there was one of the organization. It was it was dealing into the cryptocurrency blockchain based organization. So dealing in cryptocurrency in the form of Bitcoin and Ethereum.
Okay.
So there was one. I do not have the permission to disclose their name, so
Yeah,
I just
sure.
call it as one of the organization.
Sure.
So within it, I found a bug that is technically called as the HTTP request smuggling, which take advantage of desynchronization between the front-end server and the back-end server.
Okay.
So using this capability, an attacker is able to smuggle one of the HTTP requests. So I was able to perform mass account takeovers, and I was able to access everyone's transactions, their wallet balances within that
Wow.
overall platform that they had.
Yeah,
So,
you could have a
this-
millionaire in one day itself.
Yeah, if I could have taken advantage of it from a black hat sense,
Yeah.
but it was good to report it. The next one I'll pick would be one of the, technically it was a stored accesses, called as a stored accesses in the Outlook emails. So usually stored accesses are common, there is nothing special about them. But finding it within the Outlook email was, I was able to leverage a scenario where I will send you an email and there would be a link within an email, and once you click over it, your Outlook account will be mine. So that was one of the severe issue that the Microsoft Outlook was having. So this I reported, I guess, in 2018.
Okay.
And one I'll pick about the IBM. Yeah, on one of their main title website, I found an XXC vulnerability. That is the XML external entity. You can just call any external entity. And using that vulnerability, I had the capability to crash down their server in just one click. So how that is possible? That is possible because one of the variant of the XSC vulnerabilities is that you can escalate it to one of the attack called as the billion laugh attack. So using that, you can just crash down the server. So this I found in IBM. And apart from that, there are actually many. And one would be recently I found, I guess, on I cannot take its name, but it's one of the top S&P top 100 organization, and on their main title website, I found a web cache poisoning attack, web cache poisoning bug.
Okay.
So using which I was able to completely disable their main website. So this attack actually take advantage of the cache server that they have. So because of the misconfiguration, you can just leverage it to a web cache poisoning.
Okay.
Because if there would be many, so I guess this is what I'll pick.
So moving on to the next thing, this is something I would even like to know. So far, how much money did you make in total from various bounties? Like if you can give us a prox figure, like when you started, like just think about your first bounty amount and till this point, how much amount you have made so far.
So it would be easily more than 1 crore, no doubt about that. Because some of them I just counted, like the blockchain based I told, that was $4,300 it gave. Then the S&P top 100 company I told, web cache poisoning, it gave me $7,000. And like that, lot many. So it's easily more than 1 crore.
Wow. More than crore. Seriously?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow. I have nothing to say. I mean, I don't have any words. Wow, man.
So that's why I say, like, it's really a very good platform, obviously, because I'm getting paid for it. So for me, it is indeed. And for the people who are coming to the cybersecurity, this is an advantage these days within the field of the cybersecurity. And I'm not just talking about the bug hunting scenario. I'm talking about the usual jobs as well. You'll be getting good salary out of your jobs.
Yeah.
So cybersecurity is something which is really growing everywhere, not just in
That's
India.
true, man. Oh my God, 1 crore. That's a really big number. Good. I mean, Nice, Ankit. I think that will give a lot of motivation to the people and the audience who's watching this video. Let's just see the scope of the cybersecurity and ethical hacking, how much you can make. So now we will talk more about the important things. As I told you, like lots of students in India want to make their career in hacking and cybersecurity, but they don't even know the correct path for it, right? And that's true because, as you even mentioned in the beginning, like in college probably you will not get that kind of exposure into these things, right? So based on your experience, what is the correct crisp roadmap to enter into this ethical hacking or cybersecurity domain?
So Shashank, that's really a very good question. I really appreciate it because I'm getting many messages on Twitter and LinkedIn. Even every day, I'm getting multiple messages. So, so it would be an opportunity for me to explain them all at just one go.
Yeah.
So I feel like till the time you are pursuing your engineering, or even if you are in the school time, you should explore the web more and more as you can. Take advantage of many articles are out there, Medium articles first of all, obviously. Then Pentester Land, it's by Integrity, one of the platform where you can. This platform accumulates all the available articles over the web, and you can get one platform where you can get all the articles. You just need to perform a search. Then apart from it, the Hacktivity platform of HackerOne, where there would be some publicly disclosed bug reports from various researchers. Then recently a new one is from BugCrowd that is called as the CrowdStream. So over there as well, you can get the publicly disclosed report from various bug hunters and researchers. And obviously Google is the best thing. I do a lot of Google searches. So it's something which can get you everything. Apart from it, as far as the career goes, and I'll say that keep in mind there are two pillars. Just like imagine there are two pillars, and at a time you can just hold on to one. So the one pillar is of the bug hunting, and the another one is of the certification. So you can go with the certifications, like you can start with the EC Council certification, CEH and all those. Then as you learn more, as you get more advanced, you can go for the offensive security certifications. And the other pillar is about the bug hunting. You just explore the internet, you look around, you gain more knowledge, and you find bug, and you get rewarded, you get acknowledged for it. So I'll suggest that go ahead and pick one of these pillars, because picking both at the same time, it might be a little bit difficult. So I'll recommend that go for the one, and that would be good if you want to grow up yourself within the field.
Any suggestions on the tech stack side, right? If let's say which kind of programming language, let's say if any, like more into shell scripting or using more Linux kind of system. So what would be your recommendation on that, to where these students should be focusing?
So this Shashank, the thing is, like, there are various subdomains within the the pen testing field, penetration testing, that is equivalent to finding the bugs. So you need to first of all determine your path itself. So if you want to go with the web application security and hacking, then go with just learn any one of the server-side scripting language, whether it be PHP, Java, or Django. You can do these days. Node.js is what I'll recommend. Angular, many people are doing. So at least any one server-side scripting language. PHP is getting somewhat old, so I started with PHP personally, and obviously JavaScript is a very strong scripting language as far as the client-side operations are concerned. So this is what I recommend. Then apart from it, Python you can do. It will really help you to automate your entire process. Then get a hold on the Linux commands and all those console thing, because that is something that you will get more advantage towards some RC, that is the remote code execution, command injection sort of works. So yeah, scripting is very important, because more you know how something has been built, the easier it would be for you to break through it. So that's why I'll recommend that instead of directly jumping over the hacking and trying to intrude within the things. First of all, I'll recommend to understand how something is built, how the protocol operates, understand the HTTP protocol, its standards, different headers. So this is how it should be.
Like if someone is into cybersecurity domain, right, and even like trying hands into the hacking things, then what are the ways and good platforms available so that they can move into this bug bounty programs and get to know more about it, and they can make more money? So it would be great if you can talk about these things.
So first of all, as far as the practice is concerned, then there are actually very many vulnerable labs are there. Like WebCode is there, DVW, Vulnerable Web Application. But what I'll recommend that go with the scripting, script your own vulnerable application, then try to break through it. This is what I've been doing. Even today, this is what I do. So this is how you can start yourself for understanding and finding the bug. Understand theoretically what is the bug, then try to have application scripted for it, and then try to intrude through it.
Okay.
As far as the platform goes, then as I already said, Pentester Land is something very great, and then Hacktivity, CrowdStream from 𝗏𝗏𝗏. So and you can have some courses as well, like Cybrary, Pentester Academy. There are a lot many. Udemy also you can go for, but I feel Cybrary is good. So this is how you can.
Getting more information about those bug bounty programs, for that you suggested 𝗏𝗏𝗏, right? That would be a platform, or any other platform?
𝗏𝗏𝗏, yeah, there are many actually. 𝗏𝗏𝗏 is there. The two major platforms in this industry of bug hunting are HackerOne and 𝗏𝗏𝗏. Apart from that, Integrity is there. It's a European bug hunting organization. I mean, the crowdsourced platform, what we call. So Integrity is there, and then ZeroCopter is there. Then 𝗏𝑺 𝙎𝑐𝗏 is also there.
Okay.
I want to talk about this. Recently in Nepal, there is one guy. He also participated in the bug bash, and that's how I came to know about him. So they started one of the organization called as 𝗏𝗏𝘏. So there are a lot many, but the major are these, and there are some private platforms as well, like Cynac and Cobalt.
As you already mentioned, like there can be multiple branches and multiple domains in the cybersecurity itself. So would you like to talk about these branches and how they are different with each other? Also, which one has a better future and demand in the market?
Yes. So Shashank, as I already said, so within cybersecurity, this is really a very vast industry. It's not up to the pen testing only or within the bug hunting only. There are many various domains, subdomains within it. So like there is SOC, Security Operations Center, where the work of the employee would be to observe all the traffic that is coming towards your applications, your network, and they monitor it and they compare it with the signatures that they have. Okay. So they can, if they can monitor if someone is trying to intrude within their system. Then threat intelligence is they look after the emerging threats. Day by day there are some new malwares are there, some ransomware, and so they perform a threat intelligence to protect the organization from the emerging threats. Malware analysis is the part of the threat intelligence. Then forensics is there. They are not into this bug hunting. I mean the pen testing thing. That's a different thing. Apart from this, the compliance team would be there. Then risk assessment, auditing team would be there, and then come what is mine. That is the penetration testing team, which we call as pen testing. And bug hunting is more towards the pen testing thing. So the pen testing is something where legally you're supposed to hack the website. You do have the legal permission from the organization or from the government, and then you're supposed to hack it, and then you're supposed to notify of the bugs, the loopholes via which you were able to hack through them. So again, within the pen testing itself, there are different domains: mobile pen testing, mobile assessment, web application assessment, network security, AD security. So a lot many things are within it. So mine was basically web application. I've been to the web application more.
So thank you so much, Ankit, from my side and from my audience side to join the podcast and share these meaningful insights.
Thank you, Shashank. That was really a pleasure for me, because this also gave me the opportunity to tackle all those messages that I'm getting in the everyday life.
So that was all about in this podcast, guys. I hope you would have enjoyed the entire experience and informative points shared by Ankit. If you did, then make sure to give a thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel, then subscribe and press the notification icon. I'll see you guys in the next weekend with another amazing podcast. Till then, just stay safe, stay home, take care of yourself and your family too.